What's up, fam? Welcome to another episode of L.U.S.T. Let Us Speak Truth. I am your host, Nick. We got Travis, Tony B, Tanya. Today's topic, y'all, is going to be, why do nice guys finish last? Why do nice guys finish last? And I'm going to say something real quick. You know how women, we don't want a yes man, right? I want someone I can learn from. But I don't want them to always be agreeable with me. I want to learn from them. You know what I mean? And some men who are nice sometimes are too agreeable. Are they too nice, or are they bad boys posing as nice guys to get what they want?
Well, most nice guys or whatever, they suppress their emotions. And when they do that, it's a stigmatism that comes along with that. As if they, pretty much as if they are not able to get out what how they really feel, pretty much. Mm-hmm. And then too, they compete with the macho guys. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of competition.
Right. And what would you guys say? Would you guys consider? Well, I wouldn't even ask Trav. Tony, you consider yourself a nice guy?
Yeah, I do. Right. I absolutely do.
Yeah. Trav, you too?
Most definitely.
Not even just in the relationship area and other areas as well. Just a cool dude.
So why do they say nice guys finish last? What's that statement about? I don't understand.
Probably
go
because what Tanya just said, they're suppressing and all that. He's suppressing his emotions because he's been told to think like you all do. So he doesn't know how to think. I'm going to be nice, and I think that's the way. And that's totally not the way. Be nice, be respectful, of course. Treat her as human. There's nothing wrong with that. Mm-hmm. But when you start allowing a woman to run you, or you start allowing yourself to be a yes man, you fall directly in a weak man spot.
So let's define nice then. Because like I said, my definition of nice might be different from other people's definition of nice.
And that's what I don't know, because there's two types to me. One that poses to be nice, and then later on, they're being nice.
I'm gonna tell you
because they want something from you.
I'm nice, but I'm a different kind of nice.
Explain.
I'm a nice with a nice sprinkle of I wish a motherfucker would. So when you get the niceness, and then you do something, and all of a sudden you see this other part, then you be tripping like, oh my God, what? I didn't never, you know what I mean? I'm cool, but if you test the waters, you're gonna find a temperature what it's like. That's my niceness. Nice as I don't know what, but you take my kindness for weakness. I'm a Libra. You're gonna tip them scales. You're gonna see something extremely different.
So in the dating world, why do most nice guys finish last? What is it about?
But there's different definitions of nice, because some.
Okay. What are the definitions of being a nice guy? Like if someone says, like, for instance, if I see a guy and I'm like, and I'm dating him or whatever, and he's too nice, like he's just agreeing with everything. I don't learn nothing from him. He's just up under me and wants to be up under me all the time. Like I can't stand that. That's weak to me. No. But
let me give you
a nice, and then I'm learning from them. I always want a leader, like someone I can learn from. That's my
right.
No, and
let me give you a definition of a situation when I was in with somebody and they said I was too nice, right? Mm-hmm. Because of the fact that they had came from a relationship where they were dealing with domestic violence and things like that. Mm-hmm. I wasn't that dude. You know, I'm a nice guy. I'm a gentleman. Mm-hmm. And she told me I was too nice because I didn't get aggressive with her. And, you know, I didn't do this, that, and other thing. Because my thing is this, I don't need to get aggressive with you. If I can't just communicate with you, you understand what I'm saying. And if you don't want to listen, I'm the type of person with don't listen, because I'm not going to sit there and keep on talking to you. I'm going to let you be, and I'm going to do what I'm going to do. Mm-hmm.
But you know, some women are prone to that. They like that. And that's the only way they truly know if a man loves them or not. If a man is not putting their hands on them.
yeah, that's exactly what I experienced with that situation. You know what I mean? And I'm not that dude. I'm not going to be putting my hands on a woman for no reason, just because I'm mad or something. You know what I mean?
Right.
Come on, man.
Right.
Exactly.
I'm not the one for you.
Exactly. Tanya just said exactly why a man should never put himself in that position. If a woman likes a man to put his foot in her ass, there's something wrong.
Exactly.
There's something wrong. So that's what I'm saying. You all want us to be in touch with our feminine side and be more. No, be a man, fellas. Be a man. But on the flip side, if you're nice, that ain't the way either. Like to that degree. I mean, where you are, oh yes, whatever she says, happy wife, happy life, the most ridiculous saying ever. She'll get someone that won't treat her that way and she'll be happy with that.
Okay. I got another question. What's the difference between real men versus weak men?
A weak man is a man that's putting their hands on a woman because they got a lot of insecurities about themselves and they feel like they need to have some kind of power over somebody.
Yeah.
That's
I agree.
what my definition is.
I agree.
You know what I mean? I'm totally the opposite. I ain't got to have no power on you. I'm just going to leave you where you're at. Because like I say, my definition or my mindset is always going to be there's way more fish in the sea.
Yeah,
Agreed.
I totally agree.
And Trav, what would you say? Real men
I can
versus
go with that. I can go with that. But for me, a weak man doesn't hold his own in the house where the woman is. You're not, and I'll say this as candidly as possible. You're not the primary. You are help. You are a helpmate. You're not the primary. He's supposed to be the primary, but when you get in the way, that's a problem too. That's a problem. So that's what a weak man does. I think you rely on the woman as being the primary. I don't jive with that at all.
But why can't it be team effort? Why can't it be this is where I really go wrong and I just can't understand or relate to the whole alpha and beta thing because I was raised with a bunch of strong guys, I will say, but I've seen different acts of what they do as well. So I don't understand why it can't be a team effort instead of alpha and beta. Like if you have money, put money in one pot, share.
But let me say this. As a man and a woman too, as a man, you need to be able to provide for yourself, have for yourself the basic needs. Your own place, your own car, a job, and money. Anything less than that, you're a beta, in my opinion.
And what does she what does she need you for?
That's basic needs.
Need you for?
What'd you say,
come in here.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
What'd you say, Trav?
I said, and what does she need you for? She can go down to the toy shop and get Mr. Black for that. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
for basic needs.
For basic needs, you can go get Mr. Black and throw him behind the bed.
But Mr. Black is not paying bills.
No,
Mr. Black
I
don't
agree
have.
with you. I agree with
you. I'm talking about basic needs. You talking about everything beyond that.
No, I'm saying if he's not providing basic needs other than sexual, she can just go get Mr. Black from Starship, and when she done, throw him behind the bed, and I'll have sex with you later.
Jesus. And that brings me to why don't men listen?
Because they have short attention span.
When you try and man the ship, you ain't got time to listen to somebody in your ear that's yapping.
What I tell you about your damn ship?
You want to be, I done told you about that. You want to be on this ship.
I told you your ship has sank. Did I not tell you that?
You better be holding on to my arm when it go down.
You ain't got no damn arm.
Jesus. No, really though, like men expect women to always listen and provide their wants, but why don't men listen to what the women wants?
Why don't men listen? What makes you think a man won't listen?
Because a lot of times men don't.
I think it depends on the man. Really, I do.
Subjective. Yeah, that's very subjective.
Yeah.
So it depends on the man because I have had guys in my life that is very attentive, you know. But I also had men in my life that was not. And it seemed that I have gotten majority of those that have not.
Mm-hmm.
Let me ask you this though. If he's on his purpose and he doesn't have time to check in with your every need or what you're saying, is he not listening, or is his mind on his number one objective, his purpose?
There's a difference between purpose and listening. If we sit down having a conversation, as couples should do, I expect for my man to be attentive at that particular time.
Right.
Are you guys sexually frequent? Is the sex frequent in this when I'm listening to you?
Does it make a difference if the sex is frequent? If he's with me, he loves me, right?
Yeah, but that's predicated on you doing your job.
Oh, now see, I'm about to go for you again.
You're gonna do your job. That's one thing.
I don't think so.
You're gonna do
We
your
don't
job.
have a job.
Kick them heels up.
What's a woman's job?
Kick them heels up.
Okay, besides sex, what's a woman's job? Besides stay out the way.
Be feminine.
I think we went over this, I think, in different.
Yeah, but it needs to be, you gotta keep spreading it on the bread. You gotta keep spreading it on the bread for them to get it.
Majority of the time, most of the time, women are feminine. However, it takes a man to keep his woman hyped. Baby, you look good today. Baby, I love you. I mean, that feeds our ego.
Today.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now,
how good we look.
If I told you I needed a woman to keep me masculine, you say that was crazy. If I came here and say, honey, guess what? I need you to make me masculine. You would say, you better get out of here.
No, that's not what to me, it's like, if let's say you're dressed nice, you dress nice or whatever, and your woman says, oh, you look good.
Mm-hmm.
We need that same thing.
Exactly.
If we put on a nice dress or something, we want to be told that we look nice.
So I think we need to reset the room here. I think we kind of getting off topic.
Yeah, we are.
As far as when we're talking about, you know, the actual topic of why nice guys finish last in relationships as the the main focus of what we're talking about or what we're trying to figure out. So let's reset a little bit.
Right. That's right.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead, Tony.
So when we talk about nice guys finishing last, right? Mm-hmm. There's always been this stigma of women wanting the bad boy, you know, the gangster, the thug, you know, the drug dealer, that just has this beaming with that testosterone. You know what I mean? When he walks in the room, he makes his presence known. You know, all the other alphas in the room look like, okay, you know, he's a real one. But it's something about that it makes you guys attracted to, right?
I guess.
You guess? I mean, I'm just asking. I mean, is it true that you guys are attracted to the bad boys?
I don't think so much a bad boy. I think it's somebody who is confident.
But have you heard that term before?
Most definitely.
Absolutely.
Okay.
A gangster and a funny man will always get a woman. A gangster, a funny man, and a man that talks about the Bible will always get a. Those three dudes always get women. A gangster, man, the funny man keep you laughing, and the pastor dude, he plays on your, you know what I'm saying, on your sense of, you know,
Christianity.
Yeah, Christianity. He plays on those three. Those three guys will always get a contract with a woman.
And what you said wasn't even fair, because I know a lot of gangsters, like gangster that's about that business that is funny as hell.
He double.
That's what I'm saying. That's not even fair, because he got both ends of the stick. He gangster, but at the same time, he's funny too. Yeah.
He doubling up, but them two dudes, they gonna get a contract.
So why do you feel that way?
That's what y'all like. Not me. That's not on me.
No. Because you're putting us all in one box. I like a man to be confident.
Gangsters are confident. Gangsters are confident.
Not always. Not always.
I'm talking about thoroughbreds. Nick, I'm talking about thoroughbreds. To live that life, you got to be confident in that life.
Mm.
I do like a man that's funny because I love to laugh.
So let me give you another little.
He gonna laugh you right to the bedroom and kick the meals up.
And let me give you another little
757-260.
Yes, man.
You have a guy that's a gangster, right?
Right.
As funny as I don't know what, right? Catch a case, go to jail, and I know plenty of brothers that went to jail and read the Bible from front to back. So now he got that taste of religion in him too. So he can quote Bible scriptures, make you laugh, and shoot somebody if they get out of line.
There you go.
And you're wondering why the females just be loving that type of dude, because he got it all.
Wait, because why? Because why?
He got it all. He got it all when it comes to, he got that confidence, you know what I mean, with the gangster part. He can make you laugh. Now he done got the spiritual part. You know what I mean? He didn't have that time to himself to really read and quote and understand what people are talking about when they talk about Bible verses and prayer and all that old stuff. So now you really attracted, like, man, this dude, he can quote a Bible scripture. You know what I mean? He can carry a gun on him too, and he can say something to have me laughing.
I think that's an untrue statement. He don't have it all, because if you know the thing, he don't have a job, do he? You didn't mention that
because he's a gangster, right?
No, but what we're talking about what attracts.
He gonna live with you,
Travis.
Travis, he's gonna move in with you.
I don't think so. Hello.
She said, what you talking about?
What you talking about, Willis? What you talking about, Willis?
Tanya, he's a bedroom bandit now.
No,
bully.
You know, the thing about it is, I mean, what you guys are stating is primarily true. But that, you know, times have changed. That is for maybe the younger generation are looking for something like that. But as you get older, you want something more stable. You want a man that's secure. You want a man that knows who he is. Right. You know what I mean?
Right.
So you know, you can be funny, but you can also be respectful. And so, like I said, as we get older, we look for different things, you know.
And stuff like that is, and things like what you said right there, that part can boost a person's confidence if they know themselves. You know what I mean? I look at myself, I think I carry a lot of those qualities on both ends of the fence. But everybody doesn't have that confidence and self-esteem. Some people devalue themselves sometimes in situations. You got to be able to separate yourself from the pack. There's a pack and then there's a leader.
So let me ask you a question, Tony B. So let's just say that you're interested in a young lady. What would be your approach, and how would you present yourself to this young woman?
Okay, well, we're just talking about this basic conversation.
I'm talking about how would you present yourself?
Just basic conversation.
What is basic?
Basic conversation is how you doing. Like a lot of people.
Look in the camera, look at the audience, and talk to a woman.
Oh, see now here you go. When you hit them with that, how you doing? You're gonna make some eye contact. If they smile, that means they're receptive most of the time. If they don't smile, they might not want to be bothered. They might have a boyfriend, they might be married, or they might not want to be. If you don't want to be bothered, I'm quickly gonna be like, hey, how you doing? You say hi back, you don't want to be bothered. But if you smile, how you doing today? You know what I mean? I think you look very nice. And you start going from there with, my name is Tony, what's your name? You're just going from there with basic conversation. For some reason, is so difficult for some people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Right.
And that's all it is. But you have to be able to read a person's energy. Like I say, have you had men approach you before that you just weren't interested in? And how did you not smile because you really wasn't interested? And if it's somebody that you weren't interested, you smiled, right?
Right.
When they said hello, how you doing? So you just have to be able to read the basic energy that a woman's gonna give you, so you'll know. Sometimes they'll look at you before you catch them staring at you. Oh, okay. You know, she all right. Hey, how you doing? I'll see you.
So
over
is that
there.
a signal? Is that a signal from a woman when she looks at you? Does that tell you I have to go ahead? Is that the
you don't have to, but if I catch you sneaking and peeking, believe me, I'm gonna say something. How you doing? I'll see you.
Gotcha.
What about you, Travis?
I'm glad you asked that. So last night I was pumping gas, and a lady walked past, and she looked me in my eyes, and she was like, "How you doing?" And then she,
Your sound went out.
He
Yes.
about to lie again. Womp, womp, womp.
Uh-oh. You froze up too. You there, Trav?
Can you hear?
Hold on, he's resetting.
I can hear that glass.
okay, I'm good now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I said I was a little offended that she didn't approach me.
Why?
Why not?
Why were you offended that she didn't approach you? Do you wear a ring?
No.
Maybe it was your demeanor.
Yeah. Maybe she didn't think she could get somebody like you in her mind, or maybe you were like, "How you doing?"
He's
you
too
just
uppity.
got no interest.
No, shoot for the stars. You might get a low hanging star. You know.
No, Somebody that appears to be uppity, I'm not going to approach you.
You would talk to me.
No, the hell I would not.
Don't try. You're trying to save face for this audience. Yes,
Oh,
you
no, I would not.
you are
You know, because
you are
and-
scoopable.
I'm what?
Scoopable.
Scoopable.
Mhm.
You know, ice cream.
Oh my goodness. Can I say something real quick?
Yes.
Go ahead, Tony.
Not totally off topic, but kind of off topic a little bit. Is I'm from the West Coast. I'm from California, right?
Woo, woo.
And when I came down to Atlanta, one thing that I noticed and I've always heard is people in down south, they're more friendly. You know, they'll smile, they'll speak. On the West, we ain't like that. In the West, we keep a mean mug, and we won't smile at another brother. Like, what's happening? Like, I'm trying to give you that what's happening. Like, is there a problem here? Because if we do, we can handle it type stuff. And that's not cool. You know what I mean? We need to start smiling at. That's not cool. You don't got to feel like every brother you see, you got to look at it as your enemy or as a problem. You know, do they want to have a issue with you? You know what I mean? Down south,
San Diego.
Huh?
I say, you hear him, San Diego?
Yeah,
Say hello to folks.
Down south, brothers and sisters alike, they smile, they speak. How you doing? Don't even know you. How you doing?
Yes.
Good morning. You know what I mean? So it's a different mentality, and I think that mentality does help when it comes to the communication. Sometimes when it comes to meeting someone, it can be a double-edged sword, because a person can just be being friendly, and then a guy can just take it all the way off and think like, just because they're being friendly, you think they like them.
Mhm.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, being able to be friendly, smiling at each other, we smile at each other more. And then just speak. You know what I mean? We don't need to look at each other that we're enemies, because we're not.
Right.
So I just had to say that part. We get back to the relationship part, but that just made me think about that.
Tony, let me ask you a question, bro.
What's that?
Is it more offensive? Is it more offensive for you for a woman that you would never date to try to talk to you, or a pretty woman to reject you?
You can't ask me that question because I'm kind of different.
Mm.
The average person might be offended, like if a pretty woman rejects. I'm not like that. I'd be like, there's plenty of pretty women out there. You ain't the only one. Believe me, another one gonna come around, and I can speak to her, and she gonna be receptive. So that's just how I think about it. I'm not tripping off of nothing. If you don't want this, you missing out on your prize. That's how I feel.
Your blessing.
Yeah.
So let me ask a question. What defines a pretty woman? I'm really interested in knowing that.
Ooh, okay, that's a good. You asking me that?
I'm asking the panel, the guys.
Well, Tanya, I think you're attractive. I think you haven't been trained properly, but you're attractive. So
you know what? Let me say something. Let me cut your ass off right now. Let me tell you one damn thing. This is not your damn shit. I done told you that. Trained properly. I don't dog.
Oh, I wasn't ready for that one.
But
he stuck a compliment in there somewhere.
Yeah,
Let's not miss that. Let's not miss that compliment that was in there.
Right,
but
right.
it's more offensive to me for a woman that I would never date to approach me. That is than for a pretty woman to reject me. A woman that I would never. It's just an insult because I feel like what. Why would you feel that it was okay to talk to me? I know that's. I'm just being honest. Now to go back to what she said about a pretty woman. I mean the pretty women come in so many different uh, skin tones, skin complexions, height, but it sometimes the features don't go together.
You cut out. Why did it? But here's my question to you guys: is it always the looks that makes a girl pretty?
No, not all the time. I mean, at the end of the day, you have to have some sort of attraction to a person. You have to have something about that person. You know, they might not have that full, but there is other things. Like a woman's personality really, really helps. If they have a really good personality, if they're attentive, if they can listen when you're speaking, things like that can be attractive as well. You know what I mean? You can tell a lot of times. I can tell a lot of times when a person got a good energy and a good spirit about themselves. And that's attractive to me. They, you know, when we talk about the physical part, that's all subjective. You know, some like them tall, some like them short, some like big booties, some like big breasts, some
Right.
like them dark, some like them light. You know what I mean? It's all short
Well,
hair, long
Tony,
hair.
Tony, she got to be nice when she's unattractive.
But here's the thing though. If she's like what you just said earlier, right? You said if an unattractive woman comes up to you, you kind of offended, right? At the same time, for me, I'm not offended because that just lets me know she's confident in herself.
She got to be.
No, but some women that don't think that they're attractive, they're not very confident. They have low self-esteem, so they won't speak to you. You see what I'm saying? So she getting brownie points for me just because she even spoke to me, and I'm gonna speak back. I'm gonna be nice, but at the end of the day,
being nice is a given. You have to be nice. That's just human. That's just human to other people.
But everybody don't do that. Let's be real. Just like I said earlier about everybody don't smile and everybody don't speak. You know, so we got to be. You know, we need to be more like that. I wish people were more like exactly what you just said.
Oh yeah, being respectful to another adult is that's a given. The things that I say out of my mouth is just what ramble through my head when when the lights are on. I mean that's what I'm saying. But as far as being respectful, I would never be disrespectful to a woman that tried to say something to me. I wouldn't. But in my mind, I'm like, what am I giving off to think that it's okay for her to talk to me? I mean, you know what I'm saying?
So let me ask you guys a question. I got to give it to my big girls. Lizzo, hey, more power to you, girl. Would you guys ever date Lizzo? Yes. Would you guys ever date, or would you look at a woman's physical appearance? You know, because big girls are in now.
Who
Let me
told
tell
you
you.
that? Who told you that?
Let me tell you. Me personally, I love me some Jill Scott. Good Lord, have mercy. She get all the business from me. Jill, if you're listening, I'm shooting my shot right now. I'm sorry. I digress. But yeah.
I don't think you can use Jill. Jill she's a gorgeous lady, but she's not. Lizzo ain't Jill.
Jill is
No,
a
I
thick
said
woman.
I'll give it out to my big girls. You know, Lizzo had came out and she showed up and she showed out. She's saying today that hey, give it to the big girls. So I'm asking you, does physical appearance matter?
Of course.
The weight?
Of course.
Okay.
So here's the thing with that. You have society, and you have the general perspective of what beauty is supposed to be. We can take into a point where we talked about how at a certain point, women with large butts wasn't considered attractive until the Beyoncés and the J-Los came around. Right. That was just something for our culture, people that are melanated. We like the women that are curvaceous with some butt. We don't like this, straight up and straight down. But if you look at models back in the 80s, straight up and down, no curve, no nothing. So when you talk about what everybody, you can't put it under one umbrella. It's all subjective. You know what I mean? Black men have always liked black women that were curvaceous, always. it ain't never been like that straight. You might have a few that like them straight up and down, but for the most part, we like a woman that has some type of curves about themselves. But the general public would want you to believe that 115 pounds straight up and down with no curves is beautiful. So you got to think about that as well. So when we talk about what the general public believes is beautiful or pretty or attractive, it's all subjective. Everybody has their opinions. Now, if we want to talk about what most people, you know, society back in the days, even to right now, I don't know if the top models are very thin women. You know what I mean? They might be more on the thicker side, you know what I mean? But when we grew up, it was very, very thin women, and that's what society would want you to believe is pretty.
Right.
A supermodel.
So I have a question. If you guys, this is for the men, if you guys were walking down the street and a total stranger walks up to you and just starts talking, and they were, you know, beautiful, and they were just showering you with compliments, would you think that that person wants something from you? Or do you think like, I know I'm that fine and I can cop that?
Damn, you about to make me have a boomerang moment right here.
Travis would.
Eddie said, yeah, but that's just me though. You know what I mean? Yeah, because that's just me. I mean, I came out to my car. I done had notes on my car before. People have left phone numbers, you know what I mean? I done had other people send messages. I mean,
okay, so if she was a fine woman and she was showering you with compliments, you'd be like, okay. What if she wasn't so fine, but she was, you didn't know her from Adam and she was just giving you compliments? Would you look at her strange? Would you look at her like, what is this person?
On a scale of 1 to 10, what is she?
Let's say she is a 3, because you'll still do 4s. So let's say she's a 3.
How long has it been since I've been with him?
You gotta watch the episode before this one. No,
Right.
I was not ready.
You gotta watch episode 29 to know what about.
Because he'll still do phones.
And still do both.
Okay, say you said how long has it been before you?
How long has it been since I've been
Oh
with
my
him?
God.
Didn't hear you, Trav. Say it again.
How long has it been since I've been with a woman?
Let's say it was a month.
We're not going nowhere. But I mean,
No, she's just showering you with compliments. She's just like, turn your radio is a little high. She's showering you with compliments like, oh, how are you doing? You are a fine young man. Look at you. Da, 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 da. And she's going and she's just showering you with compliments. Would you be like, oh, okay, cool? Or would you think like, what does this chick want from me?
she may want some, but I generally know when women treat me like that, what they want.
You know what? You telling a damn lie. Listen, let me tell you something. Listen,
Why
Travis.
the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
You always think somebody wants your willy whacker. Ain't nobody going for your dick all the time. And every woman don't want to sleep with you.
A woman comes to me and she showers me with gifts and wants that. She wants me to mouth her.
Shut up. Bleep me out. Bleep me out. Shut up. You all, listen, let's take it a step further. What if a woman that is, as you call a 3, I don't know what a 3 is. What is a 3 to you?
You know what it is.
No, I don't. I don't know what a 3, 1, I don't know what that is.
Yes, you do.
Well, explain it to our viewers.
Huh?
Explain it to the viewers.
There's a
radio.
Although there's a standard of beauty, and you know what physically, everybody knows what looks good. So my point with that is most people are average looking, but that's just the truth. So if you get somebody that you have to keep looking at and they're unattractive, you keep looking at them because they're sticking out. So if they're a 3, you know something's different. And they are just as abstract if a person that's an 8. You're like, that's on the other end of the spectrum. We know that. We ain't got to lie about it.
Define a 3. Define a 3.
A woman that has a hard time ever getting a date.
A woman that has a hard time
ever getting a date.
Getting a date. I don't think a 3 has a hard time getting a date.
I don't think a 2 or a 1 has a hard time.
Exactly.
And see, the problem with that is this. you all got you ladies mistake sexual attraction for marital attraction. He will have sex with a woman he'll never go anywhere with, or 3. He won't be seen with her.
So apparently, so you don't believe beauty's in the eye of the beholder, right?
To an extent, I do.
You know, the thing about it is you date for body, for the shapes of the body. I don't think you go for the mind.
No, I don't.
The intellectual.
I don't care what's on your mind.
You don't let that feed you, do you?
I don't care what's on your mind.
So you just, oh, you nasty.
He told you right there. He just goes about the looks.
So let me ask everybody a question on the panel here.
Yes.
Do each one of you subscribe that there's somebody for everyone?
Yes,
I do believe that.
I
Okay.
do.
Okay.
What about you, 7'5", 7'2", 60"?
Yeah, I do, but I think if you on the other end of the spectrum, you need some money to go with, that person that you're gonna get. You need something, some humor, some money, something, some intellect, something. You're gonna need something to hold them there.
So is it fair to say that you don't date women with intellect?
No, that's not. No. I wouldn't say that. I like smart women. That's not it.
But you like them only. You like them only when they follow what you say, right? And right.
Tanya, we've talked about the ship. It's my ship.
I don't give a damn about your shit. But go ahead.
I want you on it.
You know what? Hey, play something. Play something, Nikki. We didn't hear that.
We muted out.
Oh.
Can't hear you.
Yeah. Could you hear it?
Travis has been watching too many of Girls Went Wild.
You know what I think Travis's issue is? Travis, I mean, we could talk about this offline with us, but you know how when somebody is so confident because that women flock to them growing up, and I feel like that's where he's it's confident, but it's also cockiness at the same time. Because the whole my shit bullshit is crazy, but that's all. We're getting off topic. We're getting off topic.
You feel like I'm cocky?
I'm biased because I know you.
But I'm just saying, but I want you to be biased. I want you to speak your truth.
I feel you're confident. I don't feel you're cocky.
So there's a fine line between confidence and cocky then.
The difference is
when you boast about it. When you have that macho mentality, when you come that military style, you know what I mean? And in all fairness, I mean, I just want to let the audience know that Travis is a pretty cool guy. and he's a big teddy bear. He knows what he wants, and I get that, and I respect that.
But see, Travis defines what the show is called. He speaks his truth unapologetically.
Exactly.
That's it.
He speaks his truth.
We're talking about Trav like he's a third person.
No, Tanya, I want to say one more thing you said about my ship, and I'll leave it alone. But most women that I've dealt with after I've been with them, they put my captain hat on once it's all over, and they walk around in the captain's area.
You deal with parasites. But go ahead.
Oh man.
Ladies out there that I've dealt with, please don't let that bother you.
No, ladies, don't let that bother you. If you want to be a parasite and not have your own mind.
These women have been privileged to have dealt with me. So that's a plus to them.
It's not slavery. It's not slavery. No, you're talking about privilege, like, you got that whip out and whipping them in line and training them and this and that and the other. You act like you got a boat full of slaves.
No. Most women don't ever get a chance to deal with real men like that feel like that'll tell you that. Tony's no different. He just comes from a different angle, which I respect. He just comes from a different angle. It's no different with me. He feels the same way. He's just coming from a different angle. He does. He does.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
Jesus.
Fellas, fellas, lions have manes for a reason. We're not like women. Don't buy into this shit.
Oh my goodness. Look,
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna read y'all the 15 reasons why nice guys finish last of all
Go
time.
ahead.
Okay? First one is self-respect. Nice guys don't respect themselves. They don't mind making fun of themselves or putting themselves down all the time, and they don't care about getting pushed around by other guys. Number 2, they're too agreeable. Number 3, they're too needy and insecure. Number 4, they're boring. Number 5, a nice guy isn't an alpha male. I don't know where that came from, but it's on there. Number 6, they're too easily manipulated. They avoid confrontation. Nice guys are weak. They want miracles. They're scared of offending others, stressed by difficult situations. Nice guys never lead. Lacking in social strength. They're often intimidated, and they're often friend zoned.
The worst place a man can be in the
But
friend zone.
But I like to add something to that, Matthew 20. So the last shall be first and the first shall be last.
Yeah,
That's my take on it.
Yeah, and that's your take on it, because you go get a nice guy after you've been rolled hard and put up wet, and you come back out into the world and live. No, that's crazy. You didn't want the nice guy when you were at your peak.
Listen, there's a difference between nice guys and stupidity.
Did you date?
No one said you want a stupid man.
Did you date the nice guy when you were at your physical peak as a woman? No.
What do you mean my damn physical peak? My physical peak didn't start until I was 60. No, I'm sorry, I'm playing audience, but
Black
but
don't
come
crack,
on.
but I'm saying.
Come on now. I mean, don't give a nice guy a bad rep, because that's not how it is.
Giving them a bad rep. They're good guys. They're good people. But you don't want him until you can't do any better.
No, you know what, Travis, you need to be flat 4 or 5 times.
I went certified platinum 4 or 5 times.
You need to be flat.
There is somebody for everybody.
Exactly.
Somebody for everybody. So even the nice guys get love too.
Exactly.
Be a little weaker, but they get love too.
But see, I don't believe in that they're a little weaker.
Well, the ones that I'm talking about that are a little weaker are the ones that you can't learn nothing from. They just agree with everything and they don't voice their opinion. They just say, okay, the yes man. The yes man is what
okay, stupidity.
I can't, like, the yes man.
You wouldn't rather have a modern day caveman. That's what you want.
Is that?
Oh my goodness. Y'all, I love y'all. We're gonna continue this. Well, not this topic, but we're gonna do another topic on Wednesday. Subscribe to L.U.S.T. Let Us Speak Truth. Until next time, we out of here. Holla.
Travis,